Brady ever yell at you?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't there enough for him to yell at me. To be honest with you, I didn't play enough. The only thing he ever said to me really was in the huddle when I was at center, like in the training camp or in OTAs. I think I've told you this before, Dan. Never play with anybody. Oh, he did yell at me. He did yell at me. I told you about this. So on the field, the only thing he ever said to me was like, "All right, Ross, me and you, great snap first, great." This is like in May. The one time he yelled at me was when it was the Friday night that Talladega Nights came out during training camp. We had the next 2 days off because Belichick went to the Hall of Fame to see Harry Carson inducted. So before we went to Talladega Nights, we ate at this barbecue joint right near Gillette Stadium. And when I went to go pay my tab, he came over like the psychopath that he is. And I mean that as a compliment. It was like, Ross, I got it. I got it. I'm like, Tom, it's like $13. I'll pay for it. He's like, no, I got it. I'm paying. I was like, okay. So that was the one time Tom Brady yelled at me.
And you've never recovered from that where he was going to pick up your check.
You know what? You know what? I think I told you this before, but real quick, when they signed me the year before, we all went out one night and the guys were asking me about Buffalo. And I was telling them how generous Bledsoe was. Bledsoe would always pay the tab. Bledsoe's Christmas gifts were amazing. Brady was like further down the table. But you ever like look at someone and you know they're not looking down, but you kind of think they're listening? In my head, and maybe I'm making this up, in my head, Brady remembered what I said about Bledsoe. And when we went out that one night, he was determined that Bledsoe was not going to have a one up on him. And he was going to pay my $13 tab for the ribs or whatever I had at that barbecue joint. You'll never convince me otherwise. Might not be true, but that's my story. I'm sticking with it.
But you went out with the beer drinking Brady before
Same night.
Before he started, the health kick with kale and all the avocado ice cream. You went out with Brady when he was drinking beer.
All three of those things happened on the same night. It was Brady against three rookie O-linemen. He crushed them, crushed the cup, slammed it like a Gronk spike, like as intense as anybody I've ever seen. Then we're about to leave to go to the movie, and he pays my barbecue bill tab. Then we go to the movie theater. Dan, it was opening night of your boy Will Ferrell's Talladega Nights. I think the movie started at 9. We got there like at 9:20. They didn't start the movie. They waited for us because Matt Light had called ahead of them. We had 3 rows totally blocked off, but I think they might have kept selling the tickets because they didn't know the rows were blocked. So there are people like standing. People like standing in the back of the movie theater. We come rolling in. That was after the Patriots had won like 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. We sit down. Brady and Castle are right in front of me. And the people right in front of them, it's pitch dark. I think it's Brady, like getting that close. Like, I think it's Brady. And he didn't move. He just had his hat down like this, didn't move. And then the movie started and they like escorted him out. That was like my one of 2 nights I did anything, maybe 3 nights, anything social with Brady. And I got 3 awesome stories out of it.